Sometimes it seems trouble is always waiting around the corner. It could be a monster storm, a fire, or a major health problem to deal with. And with that trouble, there are people who are in desperate need of help. When disaster strikes, it's always a social worker and a social work assistant who stand ready to help. Georgia Northwestern Technical College can teach you to become a social work assistant, but it's not a program that's for everyone.
Well, you have to be a people person. The people in our profession are in this profession because they want to change the world. There are people who come to you who are hurting, who are in need, who don't know where else to go, and they're seeking out a social worker.
One of those is Alice Cannon, a graduate of the Social Work Assistant Program at Georgia Northwestern Technical College.
I checked your insurance before I came, and it will be covered. It's good. Sometimes it's sad to see different people in certain conditions, but it's really worth it because I've had one patient call me an angel, and it was so sweet and so flattering, and I did not expect it. And it's moments like that that make you feel like it's really worth what you're doing to help this person and to make them feel important and special.
Alice works with patients about to be discharged from Memorial Hospital in Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Well, basically what I do is when people come, when they get close to actual discharge, I go and talk to them, and if they need home health care, or if they need medical equipment, or if they need to go to a facility for further care, then I will initiate setting that up.
And people go in this profession not for the money, but to change the world.
Pamela Turner is director for the Social Work Assistant Program. As a social work assistant, you have many choices as to what you can do to help out people who are in distress.
One of the great things about being a social worker is there are so many different fields you can choose from. For example, you could work in criminal justice, with juveniles, with adults. You could work in a substance abuse center, substance abuse rehab. You could work with children, you can work in the school system, you can work in hospitals. Hospice is a wonderful field to be in because there's just so many choices you can choose from once you have your degree.
In fact, the U.S. Labor Department says the number of jobs for social work assistants is expected to grow by 23% in the next several years. That's because of an expected increase in demand for mental health and substance abuse treatment. And don't forget the baby boomers. They are fast becoming senior citizens themselves. Social work assistants will be needed to meet the increased demands for seniors with services such as adult daycare, meal delivery, and support during medical crises.
One of the things I always tell my students is there's always an opening in our profession. Unfortunately, the worse things are in our economy, the more there's a need for social workers. For example, when Katrina comes and there's a disaster, people are hurting. There are people who go in and rebuild the buildings, but social workers rebuild lives.
That's part of the reason Alice Cannon took the Social Work Assistant Program. The program is taught at the Walker County campus of Georgia Northwestern Technical College. It takes about 2 years to complete the requirements for an associate's degree in social work assistant technology. Some students choose to go for a diploma in social work assistant technology, which takes less time.
I graduated with my degree in social work assistant, and it takes a few more hours than the diploma does, but I thought it was worth it because you take so many different things and it just opens up your education. And I took several different things as far as you looked at everything from social work with children to social work with with seniors to in between. It covered pretty much every aspect of social work.
The U.S. Labor Department has figured the average annual wages for the various social work assistant positions. A graduate can expect the median annual pay to be roughly $35,000 in a state government position, about $32,000 in a local government position, around $26,000 a year working for an individual or family services, about $23,000 a year in a vocational rehabilitation service, and just a little less if working in a mental health or substance abuse facility.
Social work is just most definitely a booming profession. There will always be openings for social work. The more people are laid off from their jobs now, the more they need social work. So if you're looking for a field that has some kind of job security, then social work is definitely the profession for you.
So if you feel like helping people in need, even those in their hour of greatest need, a career as a social work assistant may be just the right fit for you.
This is Georgia Northwestern Technical College Television.